Serious.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I'm Mark Jackson.
I'm Shauna Jackson.
Is it alright if I just say Mr. and Mrs. Jackson?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Promise, and this is the Brothers Abuse Center. And anything that you say here is protected. I'm not allowed to talk about it outside of these walls, but I do have to report it if you report to me that you're going to harm yourself or each other. So what brings you here today?
Well, mostly, I'm here today with me and my wife. We're here because we've been married for 7 years, and these past months or so, we've been going through a lot of trials and bumps in the road. We've been really having a lot of issues. We've been arguing constantly every day. Mostly, she's been abusing me.
Okay, when you say issues, what types of issues? What causes the arguments?
Issues like it's just like she's so angry with me. She just starts abusing me. She's constantly accusing me of cheating on her, which I've not cheated on her. It's just like it's gotten out of control. And I do love my wife dearly, but if I try to leave, I can't because it's really getting out of hand. And I want to stay in my marriage.
Okay, it sounds like that you're really interested in keeping the family together. Do you have any kids together?
Yes.
And how old are they?
17, 6, and 3.
Okay. And Mrs. Jackson, what causes your anger? What irks you the most?
I feel like he doesn't listen to me. I have to yell to get my point across.
How can I listen? How I am listening. It's like, how can I try to speak, try to tell her, I try to talk and everything, but she constantly yells. She has to have it her way, like, I can't get my point of view because she's so busy trying to out-talk me and yell.
Okay, have you tried to calmly talk to your husband about the issues that you're having?
No.
What makes you upset?
I've tried, but he doesn't listen.
I do listen. How am I not listening when you constantly yell at me?
He don't listen.
I do listen when I have to listen. Sometimes you constantly nagging and yelling at me.
Okay, it sounds like it's really frustrating for both of you. But I think that we can work on that. Now, Mrs. Jackson, has there been any history of abuse in your family?
Well, my mother, she was in an abusive relationship with my father, so that's the only known issue.
So would you say that has taken a toll on you yourself?
Yes.
And do you think that it is affecting how you interact with your family?
Yeah, I feel like I can do better, but then again, I have to get my point across to my husband because he doesn't understand.
So what leads you to think that he's not understanding you?
It's still the same. We go through the same old issues.
You go through it.
We go through the same old issues, and I just feel like he doesn't understand.
Okay, well, have you guys tried to just have time to yourself, maybe go out sometime? Maybe you need to reconnect, because it seems like your communication level has fallen off a lot.
It has.
And you just don't know how to get back to the level that you were. How was your communication levels before?
Our communication was fine when we, these past 6 years of our marriage. Our communication was fine. These last months has just been off the chain. It's just ridiculous.
And what do you think could make it better?
If she stops abusing me, if she stops yelling, because she says I don't listen. I understand where she's going. I listen what she's saying, but it's just so hard to get my point and try to make things right when she constantly yells. And it's no resolution when she's yelling. And when she yells, she can really take it there. I'm just tired of the constant arguing.
Okay, maybe you can plan date nights.
We did used to have date nights.
And how was that?
When we was on really good terms, yeah, we would have date night, but And ever since all this, we haven't. I don't even can't tell when the last time we had actually date night. I like try to do something tonight, but she just don't brush it off the shoulder. Don't want to do anything. She just want to stay there. She just want to yell and scream at me more than spending time and just going out for two. And the kids ain't making it no better.
So let me ask you, what activities do you like to do?
Mostly like playing video games with the kids. Well, most with my friends. I like to go out. I love to travel a lot.
And what about you, Mr. Jackson?
I love cooking, reading, watching television, movies, and stuff like that.
All right, well, maybe you could result in, taking a deep breathing period to yourself instead of taking out your anger on your family. But what activities do you do together?
Well, it was a dinner movie. Dinner movie, and then we all did like mostly trips with all of us and the kids, and then we did do trips like when it was just me and her, when me and Shauna. We would take trips like I think we went to the Bahamas one time for a whole week, and went to Vegas, Atlantic City. We did mostly just fun trips like that, and we also traveled with our other friends who are already married.
Okay, and when's the last time you did something together?
6 months ago.
6 months ago, okay. Well, maybe that could be something that you try to do every weekend, just go out with your friends or something like that.
I will still go out, but I guess most of my friends, she'll do whatever I do my thing, she does her thing, but we haven't. It really has been a while since we actually done something like that together, because we just can't really be. None of us can't stand to be seeing each other because it's so bad. Like I really do try, and it's like I just try, man. Let's try to go out somewhere. She was like, no, why would I want to go out with you? Like, I'm like, I just wanted to get it back where we'd like, spend time where the marriage can come back. But she's not willing to do that.
So right now you feeling like she's kind of like pushing you to the side.
She's pushing me aside, like I try, but then like in a marriage it's supposed to be there's two of us, and I feel like I'm the only one that's just tries to keep everything together.
All right, you have a strong sense of belief on marriage, so I would encourage you to keep preaching that to your wife. Keep encouraging her.
I have to keep encouraging her, but sometimes she wants to talk about I don't listen. She doesn't listen when I try to talk about our marriage and trying to fix the problems, try to build back trust, try to build back the love.
Right, those are all very strong aspects of a bond that can be reinforced. Mr. Jackson,
Yes.
how do you feel about date nights with your husband?
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it'll be good. But he has to know that I always don't want to go out like every day.
I'm not saying go out every day.
I'm tired. I work
I'm not
for
saying
40 hours.
She tries to say that I go out. I try to tell like I want something like every weekend. I'm not trying to say every weekend. I understand that we work, do our thing every day, Monday through Friday. I'm just saying as maybe once, or maybe once a week or something, or we could just spend quality time together. I'm not asking just for every day. I'm just asking just for a little time. It's too much. It's a little bit. It's not too much to ask.
Okay. And sometimes once is just enough. It's not too much, but it's just enough. So would you agree to go out with your husband at least once a week?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Okay.
Yes, my oldest daughter is 17. She sees what goes on. She knows what's going on with other kids. They're younger, so they're around and they hear it, but they don't really know. Okay, so my 17.
And have you seen any behavior changes within your children, their social or school life?
Well, so far the kids, so far I'm around them a lot. There seems to be not no drastic change in them, but I know like my 17-year-old, always my oldest one, has come and told me like she doesn't like how mom and dad just yelling like she wants us to get better and stop arguing all the time, and it does affect her.
Okay, so when the both of you communicate with each other, it seems like if there's a little tension. How is the communication with the kids?
My communication with my kids is fine. I don't know about hers.
I mean, the communication's fine. I have no problems with them, so.
Okay. Well, have you had any family counseling?
No.
Would you think that would help?
Well, we probably think we need like a third party to help step in.
Okay. And Mrs. Jackson, have you ever taken anger management classes?
No. I don't feel like I need it, but
You don't feel like you need anger management classes?
no.
Okay, well, would that be something that you would be willing to work on to help save your marriage?
Yes.
Okay, well, I can set those up. Let's say about twice a month. Would that work for you?
Yes.
And would you both want to do family counseling?
Yeah.
That's really neat.
And we could do that about twice a month for about 6 months.
We need the help, as much help as we need.
Okay, do you have any other concerns or problems that you would like to talk about?
I think we've hit everything that we want to touch on.
Okay, if you want to, we can meet back in a week or so, or you can just come in whenever you feel like that you need to
We
come
need
in.
about a week because we need you this week.
Okay, you can come back next week then. Would you like anything else?
No.
Okay, nice
Nice
meeting with
nice
you,
meeting with you.
and good luck.
Thank you.